Hey guys, this is Nefarious411 and welcome to episode 29 of Regrowth. I decided to make my way over here in my makeshift, my temporary Thaumcraft area because I have done quite a bit of research, as you can see, and this is just going around scanning all of the different blocks, and apparently I haven't scanned Greatwood logs, which is kind of funny. I even brought up a couple of chests. You can see here I have a Mach 3 improved chest and a Mach 4, and a Mach 4 is pretty simple. I guess I already had the recipe up. Mach 4 is essentially either steel or lapis lazuli blocks. Probably really not worth it to do it that way, but that gives me a lot of additional space, and it's basically pushing my my UI all the way down, almost to where I can't see it. But what I want to do is probably go ahead and do a little bit of research in this episode, and we should have all of the aspects needed, and you can see that the two question marks that we had in the previous episode are now filled in because we have discovered Cognito and whatever the owl is. I cannot recall what that one is, but let me go ahead and scan or research a couple of these. You can see that this one has like this darker purple kind of vortex around it, and this is forbidden knowledge. But some of these are probably good to have. Something that you should probably read if you're starting out in Thaumcraft is the warp, flux, and all things bad, because there is what's called warp, and basically anytime that you do any kind of forbidden research, you'll gain permanent warp. And over a period of time you might go insane, but I am going to basically get as much as I can. Ooh, this one I haven't even finished. It's probably Aurum that I'm missing. There's an aspect called Aurum, and it doesn't look like I have it yet. So I am sure that's the one that I'm missing for this particular research. I can get one. Might have to kill a Thaumcraft node in order to do that, but we'll go ahead and start with this research. Well, I thought I had research. I guess those are automatic research. Okay, so the reason I had these is because whenever I'm in the table, there's these little research points, and by being a master at research, it basically allows me to get a 50% chance regain research point, and I will actually show that here in a second. First thing that I want to do is probably hop into Golemancy. I would actually like to do Golemancy because golems. Well, that's kind of interesting. These are all the hex ones. Do I not have to do the actual research for these anymore? Maybe in this pack I don't have to do any actual research, so that is really cool. So if that's the case, I am just going to get the ones that I want, and the ones that I want is probably harvest, but it looks like I'm missing an aspect on this one too. Kind of curious as to what the aspect is that I'm missing, but we might as well go ahead and research some of these. Flesh golems is forbidden knowledge. I'll probably skip that one for now. Let's just go ahead and get the ones that we can. Alright, so here we can see that we have missing on Mortis or Spiritus. So we can go into the research table and actually create some Spiritus by coming over to it. Spiritus is this one. We need 6. I think it's shift left click. And basically this is going to take Victus, which is life, and Mortis together. So whenever you left click, shift left click, you'll see that the Victus will go down by 1. Yep, right there. And this will go down by 1 as well. So I needed 6 of that in order to get the stone golem research. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So all of these hex ones means that we do not have to do the research. Typically, you would put your research notes up here in your table. And there's like a little mini game But it doesn't look like I need to do that now. It's nighttime, of course. Let me run up here, maybe. Because I am afraid somebody is going to come up behind me and kill me. So I'm just going to come up here in the trees, way up high. It's actually a pretty good view. Alright, so let's go ahead and keep going down where we were. And it does look like we need a little bit more research points in some of these. I'm kind of wondering what I'm missing under this one. See, there's fill. I'll definitely need that one, and decanting at some point. Oops, I did not mean to click on that one. I probably wouldn't have got that one otherwise. I don't have enough for some of these. Alright, might as well get these too, if I can. This makes it so much easier. I like this. Not having to actually do the mini game. This is pretty cool. But I would like to get the harvest. I need to figure out what I can do about that. But let's go ahead and take a look at Golemancy. So basically with straw golems, this is a particular kind. There's basically these little robots, just like iron golems in vanilla Minecraft. But these are little tiny guys that can basically do whatever you tell them to do with an animation core. But this one's called Straw Golem. It has certain stats. It's very fast. Can only carry one item. Self-repair, so if you made this one into like fighting mobs or something like that, they do have the ability to self-repair over time. And upgrades are basically these things, and each one of these upgrades allows you to do certain things. So the water upgrade, this one increases the range and accuracy of ranged attacks. Assuming that you're using an attack golem, they can travel further to perform their tasks, things like that. So I would probably get the entropy one, right? Fitted with this upgrade, inflicts damage on anything damaging them. No, that's not the one that I was thinking of. I thought it was. Maybe it was order. Yeah, with the order shard. Specify different colors for blocks marked with a Golemancer's bell. We might as well get the bell. So this is just a little bit of nether quartz and a stick will get us a Golemancer's bell. So we will create that here in a little bit, but I kind of want to figure out which aspect I'm missing. So let's go ahead and get Nitor, since we actually have to get that one. So let's go ahead and come up here, do the research for it. And Nitor is basically this fuel, sort of like a fire that you can put under crucibles or cauldrons, but the thing is, they don't actually have a real flame that would spread. So let's go ahead and do that. I keep opening my book even though I'm trying to blink. First things first, we need to create a cauldron. And that is going to use a little bit of iron. You probably remember this as a cauldron here, but we're going to change it into the Thaumcraft version just by hitting it with the wand, and you can see that now I have a crucible, which is exactly what we need in order to create some of the magical things with Thaumcraft. I am going to grab a couple of buckets of water. That way I have an infinite water supply. And let's see, what was I looking at? I was looking at Nitor. We need some Potentia, Lux, and Ignis, followed by Glowstone. So let's go ahead and grab a stack of that, because if you recall, this has Terra and Perditio. That is not the one that I wanted. I should probably go ahead and bring it with me, just in case, but this one has Ignis and Potentia on this one, and we need that plus some Lux, and a good source of Lux is going to be torches, so I can actually create some torches. I am really low on coal, so let me just snag the rest of the coal that I have. Let's go ahead and make our way all the way back over here. I need to work on some more buildings in my area because traveling back and forth between these kind of stinks. Alright, so let's look around, make sure that we're not going to die. I probably should have slept through the night, but that's fine. We'll survive. And our crucible, I could probably put it right here for now. And just as we had with the witch's cauldron over there, we do need a fire underneath. So let me go ahead and grab my flint and steel and some netherrack. And we will be able to replace this one very shortly. And let's go ahead and grab a bucket of water. And you can see, just as we had with the witch's cauldron, eventually this one will start boiling. I'm going to put that guy right there. Alright, so it is boiling. So let's take a look in our Thaumonomicon for the recipe, and it looks like 3 Ignis, 3 Lux, and 3 Potentia. Well, I do know that with sticks, let me actually create more sticks than that. There we go. With sticks, they all have single Lux. Oh, I guess I already had... Oh, that sucks. I guess I already had the torches in my inventory. And I think that's all I need. So I need Potentia, Ignis, which is the coal, plus Lux. So if I look at these, each piece of coal has 2. So let's go ahead and multiply that. And that is going to be 4 and then 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That way it'll be even. And this will give us 3? Is that right? Am I doing the math right? No, it's 3 per. So this will give us 2. Alright, so let me drop that in there. And drop these guys in there. And that gives us 2. And if we take a look with our thermometer, we can see that, I might as well scan that, that there's no extra stuff. I don't know if the thermometer does that or not. Let me just throw a piece of coal in there. Yeah, it doesn't look like the thermometer detects anything, but you can see with the bubbles right there that something has gone awry. There's extra aspects in the crucible. So in order to empty that, you just shift right click with the a wand, and it just throws that crap into the air, and that's what's called taint. Goodbye. It looks like it's just going to float all the way up into space. But now the crucible is empty. One thing that I want to do is go ahead and replace that fire with a little bit of nitor. Oops, did not mean to close that yet. And you can see that it actually works here. Not only is it a light source, but it can also heat up the crucible for us. Come on. Come on. You can do it. Yep, there it is. And the cool thing is, just as I said before, it will not actually spread. So I don't have to worry about any kind of fires brewing. So I might as well actually do that over here too. That way I can actually have this cauldron working without having to worry about my forest burning down. There we go. Let me just double check to make sure that this is going to work for us. I need 3 buckets of water. 2, 3, and I think this will actually work. Cannot recall if this will work for the witchery side. If not, I can always just take that back. It doesn't look like it. Oh, that's a shame. Boo. Oh well. Does not look like it's going to work. So let me just take this back because I have a direct use for it, and that is going to be with a little bit of bricks. Bam. Let me go ahead and grab a stack of bricks because those are going to be used over here for my animation core. But I do not believe I have enough in regards to aspects on my wand in order to create this, but we'll find out. Yeah, insufficient V. We are missing enough ordo. So if you take a look at the wand, there's actually different stats. I almost pointed with my finger at the monitor, and you guys wouldn't have seen that. You can also see it on the other top left-hand corner. All of the different primal aspects, all 6 of them, and you can find these little aura nodes out in the world, but you can't really see them unless you have a thermometer. See, like right now, you can barely see it. I don't know if you'll be able to see that on YouTube. But if I stand underneath it, maybe I can see it if I'm looking in the sky. Yeah, right there. You can see it a little bit, but it definitely shows up whenever you have the thermometer. And you can see these for a fair amount of distance. If I were to grab that out, I can probably see it fairly far away. I can even see it like past like rocks and stuff like that. You can see it way over there. So it makes it a little bit easier to find whenever you're holding the thermometer. There's a little bit easier tools to use, and we will get to those later. But for now, you can see that this one has 10 air and 33 prodigio. And I actually need air and prodigio. So I want to go ahead and right click this, and it will start draining the V out of that node. Where did my thermometer go? Thermometer, and you can see that it went down a little bit. Now it's down to 7, down to 4. Gotta be careful though, because with the iron capped wand, it is the worst wand that you can have, and this will allow you to accidentally overdo the aura node and basically destroy one of the aspects in it. I can't remember if I were to do the research on this stuff. Auras and nodes. So this is the research for that. But I need advanced node tapping, I think. Doesn't look like I have the right aspect, and I think that's because I need Aurum. So what was this one again? This was just air and prodigio. I think what I'm going to do, I'm probably going to destroy this one. Yeah, let me go ahead and destroy this one, and there's a reason why. It drops these things, which are ethereal essence. Looks like it only dropped the prodigio one, but if I were to scan that, it gives me a new aspect. I have discovered Aurum, yay! So now if I look in my Thaumonomicon, that was the missing aspect. So that question mark is now an Aurum. So now all I need is 3 modus and 3 recycle things. I cannot recall what those are. Permutatio. So 3 of those, 3 of those. And that should give me enough to do advanced node tapping. So usually the process of drawing V from a node with a wand is quite slow, but not anymore. More efficient way of tapping into aura nodes, resulting in double of the V draw rate. So I guess the unfortunate thing is I'm going to draw it faster and accidentally destroy the node. But we might be able to do something with the master node tapping. So let's take a look. I need how many of each? I need 6 Aurum. So shift left click this a few times. So I have 6 of that now. And 3 of permutatio and 3 modus. And that should allow us to do the master node tapping. Okay. Let's do that one. And now, if we look at this one, you have added further refinements to the methods you use to tap aura nodes. You are able to draw V 3 times as fast. Alright, so we probably need this node preserver research as well. And I have enough for that. So if I look at this, now you have better control over the amount of V that you draw from nodes. You will always leave at least 1 V of each aspect in the node unless you are sneaking. Be warned, this level of control is not possible when using wands crafted from normal wood and iron. So we should probably figure out a different way to pull that, and that is going to be under thaumaturgy. I can do some research on the Great Wood Wand Core, And we should probably look at gold wand caps as well. So in order to do this, we will need 3 per Decio with great wood logs. So let's go ahead and grab 3 of these. Was it 3? Cannot remember. Oops. Nope, just 2. So let's just, yeah. I did not decide to cut down the whole tree. That is fine. Alright, here you guys are. Throw my wand in there, and that does give me enough. So now I want to get some gold. Doesn't look like I brought any gold with me, so let's run over there real quick and see if we can grab some gold. Bam. Got the gold. I don't think I could do this as well if I didn't have the blink. The blink sure saves a lot of time. Alright, so now we just need a couple of these converted into gold wand caps. We do not have enough V, so we need Ordo. So what I am going to do, I am going to first clean up a couple of things from my inventory. And probably put that stuff in there. Probably should put it all in a single chest instead of going between 2 different chests. I don't know why I brought 2 chests over here, but I am going to throw these things in there. And since I am missing Ordo, I need Ordo, Air, and Ignis, and I probably need enough for both of them, and it doesn't look like I will, because this is 3.3, that'll take 6.6, I guess. I got enough of that. Air, about the same. We're good. But we do need a lot of Ordo. So let me go ahead and run around. One thing that you should probably know, there is a mod on here that allows you to see all of the aura nodes that you have scanned in the world. And you can actually mark these on the map. So let me go ahead and mark that. I don't know what that means actually. Did that do anything? I cannot tell. Do I need my thermometer? Maybe it needs my map. I don't know what mod that is. But we do have the ability to go around and fill up our wand. And that is exactly what I want to do. This one's I've already scanned. Too bad this one doesn't have any Ordo because that's the one that I want. So yeah, let me go around, see if I can find any nodes with Ordo, and I will be back. Alright, I have gathered enough Ordo to complete this. And there are enemies around me. Let's see if we can just sneak past them a little bit. Let's go ahead and throw the wand back in the table, and this should create our golden wand caps, which is very cool. Throw this guy on there, and now we have our gold banded great wood wand. Yay! And I keep going into the wrong chest. So what I am going to do actually is probably take this other wand, which this actually has 110% V cost, so it actually costs more V to use that wand than anything else. But the nice thing is, even though this wand is completely empty right now, I have the ability to just sit there and right click without having to worry about any of the V getting lost on these aura nodes. Okay, so if I come down here, you can see that this has 13, 20, and 26. So if I were just to sit here, not carrying it in the world, come on, and that must be it. And it brings it down to 111. So it does not take the last aspect out of any of the V of the aura node, which is very, very cool. So because of the fact that this is a brand new wand, it is completely empty. And the other thing to take into consideration is that it holds 50 of every aspect, each of the 6V. Whereas I think the iron capped wand, just the normal stick and iron caps, that one held I think 25. So this definitely gives us a little bit more V than we normally would. And wow, I thought there was nodes closer. Come on. Where are you? It'll be nice once we can actually do this without having to run all over the world. Well, there's a big Terra node. That'll fill our Terra completely up, plus more. We need to remember this one because we will need a large Terra node at some point. But what I am going to do is, again, I have to run around the world, see if I can find some more aura nodes, and let's see if we can fill this wand up a little bit more. Alright, I am back, and there's actually quite a few aura nodes around my base, even though I ended up going around that entire island that I'm on over here. Kind of a mistake, but what can you do? I ended up discovering how big my island was. But I did fill up my wand completely, which is pretty nice. So we should be able to at least get the next step in our search to get these golems. So let me run back to my Thaumcraft. I probably should have waited until I was all the way back here before I started recording again, but what can you do? I was so excited that my wand was finally full. So let's take a look at our Thaumonomicon, and we still need this one aspect, and I think I know what it is. If I were to throw out my shears, where are my shears? I haven't even done these yet. There's my shears. So let's go ahead and scan flint and steel, and my shears. There they are. Yay! You have discovered Meto or Mito, and that is exactly what I needed. So I need 6 of those guys. So let's go ahead and get our Meto 6. That should be enough to get my harvest golem. Nice! So this one, we basically need a golem animation core inside of a crucible with Messus and some Meto, but we need to actually create one of those cores. And I think I have enough to actually go off of for this one. There we go. And there's the blank animation core. That is exactly what I needed. And it drained a little bit, not too much. And probably need to organize a little bit. Alright, so let's take a look. We need 5 Messus and 5 Meto. So we can take a look in here and figure out what the items are that has Messus and Meto. There's Messus. So it looks like wheat, potato, poison potato, apples. That all has it. But right now it's really just shears. How much does shears have? It has 3, but it also has 6 metallum, which kind of sucks. But that's the only thing that I know of from my scanning research that has the Meto on it. So let's go back down here. How much did I need? I need 5 Meto. This only has 3, so I actually need 2 sets of shears in order to do this. So let's go ahead and I am going to die. That blank is going to be the death of me. Alright, so I need a couple more pieces of iron, and this will give us another set of shears. That'll give us, what is that, 6 Meto? Which is going to be 1 more than what we need, but at least we won't be without. So let's take a look at wheat. How much does this have? 2, plus it has something called fames. So this is going to be a dirty recipe. I don't know of any way to get these a little bit cleaner. We need 5 of these. And this is 2, 4, 6. Alright, so this is going to be, like I said, very dirty. So what I'm going to do first is sleep through the night. That way I don't get snuck up behind. And let's go ahead and run over here and see if we can go ahead and create this. And it looks like I already have water in there. Just double check myself. And apparently a concussion creeper was over here. Yeah, at least it wasn't a normal creeper. Alright, so let's take a look. 5 Messus and 5 Meto. So I need both of these and all of these, followed by the blank animation core, and that gives me the harvest animation core, plus a bunch of dirty water. Alright, so we need a golem to actually put this on. I think a straw golem is probably good enough for now. Carry limit, speed, fast. I don't really care about the speed being fast. Clay golems, they're slow, average speed, carry limit 8. These aren't going to be actually carrying anything, so yeah, let me do the straw one. So I need a hay bale, humanus, modus, and spiritus. So let me go ahead and gather that stuff, and I'll be right back. Alright, I think I have everything that I'm going to need, so let me go ahead and fill the other crucible back up. Let's take a look at it just to double check, and it looks like I need 4 spiritus, 4 modus, 4 humanus, and then throwing in a hay bale as basically your catalyst for this little recipe, and it will create our straw golem. Unfortunately, soul sand, it does have spiritus on it, but it also has it has terra and the trap, whatever that is, I cannot recall. Same with the trapdoors, it has 1 modus for every 2 arbor, and rotten flesh has 2 corpus for 1 humanus. So in order to get the 1 spiritus, or 4 spiritus, 4 modus, and 4 humanus, it's going to have a bunch of extra crap in here. But I don't have any other way to make this cleaner. So now I do have my straw golem at least. So let's see what would happen if I were to empty that out. And you can see that it creates a mess of goop. And that goop is just taint. And you probably should clean it up. The adverse effects would you to get taint poisoning or something like that. Probably not a good idea. So let's go ahead and check out what we can do with a straw golem now that we have one, plus the animation core for gather. I guess before we do that though, I need to have a way to control them. I almost forgot, and that could have been bad. Oh, come on. Why don't you work? I bet my blink is out. Yep, looks like my blink is out. Let me go repair my blink real quick. That is annoying. I need my magic mirror. Yeah, I have to take this off. Let me run over here real quick to my little mariculture area. I don't think I've actually shown this on camera on how to actually repair this guy. It actually does take levels off of my player, experience levels, so it's something to keep an eye on. You can see that it actually uses them pretty quickly. So let me go ahead and repair this. I might have to run upstairs and get some more experience, but as soon as I have that, I'll be right back. Alright, my ring is repaired, but before we head inside, I actually forgot to construct my Golemancer's bell. And where did I put my wand? There we go. Golemancer's bell. And this is what you have to use in order to control the little guy. I don't know if the other wand will work, but I'm just going to bring my wand just in case. I think it might be worthwhile to know that kind of information. But I want to go downstairs the hard way, apparently. And what I want to do is probably place my golem right here. And you can see he kind of looks sad, lonely, without life. He doesn't have a lot of life. He only has 5 hearts. But he doesn't do anything by itself. And that's where the animation core comes into play. As soon as I do that, you can see that he just runs around, and because this is the harvesting core, he will harvest crops. And that is pretty cool. So it doesn't seem to have a very wide range. If I were to right click on him, if I can right click on there. He does not see that far. Alright, so I guess that's one drawback to using a golem like this. He is very nearsighted. Let's check real quick. We did see an upgrade. Kind of wonder if an upgrade would help. This is with the order shard with some gold nuggets around it. And this will allow you to... this does not look like it's it. What was the other one? Here's water. Increase visual range. Maybe that's the one that I want. So let's run upstairs and grab... Do not have any shards on me. Of course. Of course. Couldn't this episode go any smoother? Probably not. Those are nature. Those are speed. Where are my shard seeds? I know that I have shards around here somewhere. Don't I? Did I not finish planting those? Where the heck are my shard seeds? Or maybe those are ones that I didn't mark completed in my book. If so, I need to actually complete that because I did complete that. There's my fragmented seeds. Doesn't look like I actually got them out of here. Well, that kind of stinks. Alright, but I do have that stuff over here. Back and forth, back and forth. I do need to remedy this because I do not like going back and forth like this. But I do have some essence shards that I put there. I need to look up water shard, and that is all on the bottom. There we go. You, and then some gold nuggets around you. I believe that was the case. And this, with the wand, should give me the upgrade. And I am leaving. There we go. Nice. And this guy did have one upgrade slot. So let's go ahead and right-click the upgrade on him. Did that increase your range any? Come on. Look farther. You have more crops. This does not seem to be working. Oh, there he goes. He went a little bit farther. Not really. Come on. Go. Even those crops over there, go get them. Oh, there he goes. Yeah, even then the range doesn't seem that far. So what I might end up doing, I'm probably going to shift left click that guy, and that takes off. Did I lose? Looks like I lost his upgrade. Well, that kind of stinks, but I did get the animation core back. I might change this out for a different type of golem. So what I am going to do, I think I am pretty much out of time. Probably really far out of time. What I'm going to do is go ahead and do a little bit of reading on the different types of golems that I have here, and see what I can do about creating a better golem. One that can reach a little bit farther. Probably don't need it too far because my gardens out here are really just 9x9. So if my golem can reach a 9x9, if he's placed in the middle, that might be sufficient enough, but we'll have to see. So I really hope that you enjoyed the episode. If you could rate and comment down below, it'd be greatly appreciated. And also, if you like the series, please hit that subscribe button. But for now, this is goodbye.